The marketing machine, also known as TMM, was founded in 1998. Since then, TMM has served hundreds of clients, functioning as an extension of their clients' internal teams.
I was working with an idea for another company and needed a marketing consultant to work with, and that's how I met Paul. And it turns out that the idea that I had was something that he had been thinking about as well. So we moved out of his basement and into some offices and started hiring talent and started putting together the processes and tools and so on, and just sort of natural, sort of organic progression to the next step. And soon after that, we decided we really wanted to grow, and we decided to grow through some acquisitions, some mergers and acquisitions. So we had this base of traditional marketing, everything from coming from mostly a branding perspective, because our creative team was very strong, and that evolving into not just the creative aspects of the brand, but the messaging aspects of the brand as well. So today, we start with our roots of just good core marketing, good core messaging and branding. And then we kind of build from there and say, what are the right tactics for this individual client? What industry are they in? What market are they trying to reach? And what are the right tactics for them to use, whether it be digital or something a little bit more traditional.
As TMM scaled, they initially relied on tedious manual reporting processes that took away valuable time.
Reporting on the results of the campaigns was very important, right? They're investing lots of money. What are they getting? What's the ROI on their investments that they're making and so on? And so, looking at collecting the data and reporting on the data and interpreting the data was becoming more and more important. And that's where the ongoing value was seen more than anything else, right? So that was very manual at first. We were doing just spreadsheets and Word documents and these reports. And as we got more and more clients, hours and hours were spent each month pulling together the data. And the real value is in the interpretation of the data, right? That's really, it's like, clients don't understand most of this stuff. And so they see you show them a chart and you say, here's your website traffic. And they're like, is that good or bad? Right? What does that tell me? So it took so much time just to pull the data together that we got crunched for time to how do you interpret the data, right? And that's really where our value was.
That's when they started looking for a reporting solution. TMM wanted to ensure that they would make it easier for the agency to efficiently communicate the value they provided to their clients.
When we came across AgencyAnalytics, and it was this one dashboard that took all the important metrics that you could think of, and it did it across multiple tactics, right? So when I met my client, I didn't have to jump from tool to tool, reporting system to reporting system, format to format, and so on. I have one place that it could go to there. And then we have some clients that have multiple locations, and being able to set a umbrella view of the business as well as an individual location view of the business was very important too. Honestly, one of the key features is the integration with Google Sheets, because there's always going to be some unique thing going on that you want to report on, and again, to be able to just pull that in as well. But that's not the only thing about it, being able to email them the report, allowing them to log in and look at the data in between meetings. All those features are really good. The amount of integrations you have.
TMM now regularly shares updates with their clients with automated reports. Additionally, because the data is simple to understand, their clients actually look forward to these meetings.
It helps educate clients. It helps educate clients on what we're doing and the value of what we're doing. We're able to show them the relationships between tactics. We're able to show them that, here's what your traffic did, and look how it coincides with what this campaign was doing at that time. So those types of things, again, in one, and to do it in one place without having to jump around. And then some of our clients do, not a lot of them, because they're running their businesses, they kind of rely on us to do the marketing stuff. But some of our clients who have marketing directors in-house that work with us, especially, they will get into the tool themselves and change dates and look at different time frames and look at things themselves.
Wow.
And there's a credibility to that, I think, that comes out where we're not trying to hide. It's the client's data. It's not our data. It's their data. We're not trying to hide anything, right? So I think that just adds to that credibility, that confidence to say, these guys are giving me access, and if I want to go in there and look at something else, I can go look at something else. I mean, moving to AgencyAnalytics was it really was a very large productivity gain for us. And it's a simple tool to use as we bring new people on board. They don't struggle with learning the tool or anything.
Okay.
When we do have questions, the support staff is really good. They're very responsive, very good and with their answers and helping us in the unique situations we have. So really across the board, it's been really, honestly, I'm not just saying it because I'm talking to you right now on the thing. It really was one of the key things that kind of brought us to like another tier